This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. Hey, life's a risk, carnal. Tell me something, my friend. You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?
I do a great impression of a hot dog.
Billy likes to drink soda.
So am I to understand that you men completed your training on your own?
That's the fact, Jack.
Come on, seriously, who is that?
I only came here to do two things, man. Kick some ass and drink some beer. Looks like we're almost out of beer.
What's up, dorks or watchers? Sorry, watchers. This is Now Watch This with Lucky the Dork Dad, and with me as always is Little Joe.
Yeah. What's up, watchers? I went back to the Little Joe today. I didn't want to come in as the Joe Vereen.
Big Joe.
Yeah, if we got a, it wasn't the 5'3" Joe Vereen. We got a complaint last week. I don't know if you heard. Is we didn't talk enough Deadpool and Wolverine, even though that's the pictures you used. So
that was just. Ask me if I care.
No, it was a reunion of sorts. That's why we did it. Yeah, come on.
Together again. That was the story. Together again. All right, so we are back at it. We're gonna be reviewing or talking about a movie today. What?
We're gonna be watching
old school because I'm an old fool.
Hey, this movie we're watching, wow, it's not our typical 80s flashback. It's a 90s movie, and it's old school, definitely.
It's old school, yeah. One of them came out in old school.
Yeah. Actually, two of them did. But damn, when you said back at it again, I started thinking of, do you remember that? Dude, it wasn't a TikTok because TikTok wasn't around. Maybe it was a Vine, but do you remember, damn, Daniel, back at it again with the white vans?
I think that was Vine. Damn, Daniel.
Sassy, man.
Tell them what movie are we going to be talking about?
We're going to be watching Swingers starring Jenna Jameson and Ginger Lynn. Dirk Diggler.
Yeah, not that kind of Swingers.
Okay. I watched the wrong Swingers movie then, Luck.
So this was right. Well, I'm a little older than you, but this came out the year I graduated. So old I am. 1996.
Yes, sir.
1996. I feel old.
But it was
does it make you feel old when like people are kids nowadays like, oh, they were born in the 1900s?
Bro, like, yeah, it was when they look at your ID and they don't look at it that quick, and I saw the 19.
I saw the one. I saw the one.
And then and then too, like, you're old is when you're in HEB and you're shopping, right? You're grocery shopping, and the fucking music they're playing is just hitting, man. And you're like, God damn. Who's the DJ in HEB, man? They go off sometimes.
2024 and it still feels like the 90s were 10 years ago.
When they ask you that, right? And then they say, like, we're farther away from the 90s than, Hitler was to somebody. And it's just like, God damn, that puts it in perspective. And it's like, God damn, like we're closer to that than that.
It's sad. Like, what are they saying? Like the Back to the Future movie, right? They went 30 years into the future.
Yeah, we're beyond that.
So if they would if they were to make Back to the Future right now, we'd be going back to 1994.
Yeah.
What?
They'd be watching Fresh Prince or something like that. And this movie would be 2 years away. But dude, this movie was a Miramax movie, so it came out along with Clerks. I think came out just before this. Indie movies like that. So this was in the indie movies heyday, man. that 90s section where all these indie movies were getting made for not a lot of money, but ended up making a lot of money and making stars.
Yes, sir. I always wondered when people say yes, sir, is it a Texas thing, you know? Or is it just a guy thing?
I think it's a Texas thing, man. Like, because
Like, yes,
you go
sir.
like I told you, I traveled recently, like, right? I traveled for work. And Indiana, it was a great town. It was a great city. But the courtesy you see, it, like in Texas, it's like everyone nods to each other. You know, you're at the store, you hold the door open for whoever's walking in, right? Lady or man.
Yeah.
You know, shit like that, the common courtesy. I didn't get that up there. I was in Atlanta and the same thing, man. It's hustle and bustle there, man. People are just fucking walking. And there was never how, you know, not we're gonna say howdy or some shit like that, but no niceties, you know. Even like going through the store and you buying something and it's like oh, thank you, yes sir, yes ma'am, you know stuff
why?
like that. I don't know.
It's because you're brown.
No. No, 'cause I'm not even that brown. I don't know, maybe I have fucking tattoos on my forearms and stuff.
They're like, hold. I'm not gonna. This guy should be mopping the floors.
Dude, when my boss that's from Kentucky, when he first started working with me, like, I mean, we've worked together shit going 10, 15 years now. When we first started working together, this motherfucker was like, dude, I saw you with your forearm tattoos, and I was like, look at the gangsters they got working here.
That's funny.
I like so far from fucking from that. But you want me to tell you another old man thing today, Luck, is I started taking notes for the podcast, right? Started taking notes for the podcast and stuff because not that I consider myself to be like super funny or something like that. I think I'm hilarious, but outwardly, like, I don't think people think I'm that funny. I'm more of an asshole. I'm the asshole. I'm the asshole. But no, every once in a while I think of something, right? And I'm like, ooh, I want to talk about that on the podcast, right? Like, oh, Luck would think this is funny, or I want to bring this joke out, or find a way to do this joke, or work this joke out on the podcast.
All right. What you got?
No. But here's the thing. I think of great ones, right? Like fucking the best joke, Luck.
And you forget them.
Yeah, and then I forget. Like
happens to me all the time.
Yeah. I want to talk about this. So I started carrying around a fucking notebook with me. And just every time I think of something I think is fucking funny, I just jot it down. Or like that I want to talk about, I just jot it down, right?
No, I know you're gay.
I don't know.
You have a diary.
I do. Hey, it's cool. It has this fucking circle right here. Put your pen right there, bro. You're never without it.
Before we get in the movie, anything happened this week, or you watch anything this week, or
okay, I got a whole fucking thing that I want to talk to you about. All right. So again, I had two great jokes. The greatest fucking jokes you've ever heard, right? Made me laugh to my tears. But sorry, guys, I forgot them. So I can't tell them here. I forgot them. Sorry. All right. Look, I've been watching a lot of TikToks, and I do feel bad. But people falling, it's just the best. Like, it's the fucking best.
Oh shit.
People falling videos is just the best. And I fell down a rabbit hole the other day. It's just the greatest. I feel bad though. But people falling is the best.
Yeah.
I don't know what's funny about that, or I didn't see anyone fall recently, but people falling is the best.
Yeah, no doubt.
Funniest falling down story I got is we're freshmen, right? Me and my friend, and I think he's like, I just met him. He just met me. I think he's the coolest fucking guy I met. Like, coolest white boy I know. He's like, Joe, you're the coolest Mexican I know. And we're talking, right? We're like talking all cool. And we think we're cool because he had a brother that had just graduated. So a lot of the upperclassmen, older girls knew him. So we're fucking talking to them. And we think we're fucking cool because we're talking to the older girls.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
you know,
that's not-
we're walking in the hallway at school in front of these girls. He tries to do something. I don't know if he tried to do something cool on the stairs or something. But we're walking up to it. This dude falls. Boom, 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 boom. Down the stairs. Fucking rolls. Hits the ground. And fucking gets up and just starts sprinting. Like sprinting out of there. I'm fucking there. Like, what the fuck?
I mean, what else would you do, man? You ever like walking in a public place and you like your feet trip up and like you almost fall?
Bro, all the
And then
time.
but what's your instinct? Just
Yeah.
act like you're running, like, oh,
Yeah,
I meant to do that. I
Oh.
was taking off.
The worst is when you try to play it off and then you just hear, I saw that, man. You're like, yeah, you got me. Like, fuck.
Or if you trip, right? You look back, you look down at the ground, you point, you're like, oh,
Yeah.
there's something there. And people are like, oh, there must have been something on the ground.
Dude, I tell you, I have a bunch of them, man, and I just like fucking. It happens all the time. Like, I told you I stepped on a scorpion the other day.
All right.
Look, I jumped at least 3 feet in there. At least that's what I thought. But
3
This
inches,
motherfucker-
3 inches, 3 inches.
3 inches is a lot. Look, quit selling it short, man. 3
For me
inches
now,
is a
yeah,
lot.
3 inches.
Yeah.
3 inches, huge. 3 inches, huge. This
But this movie had me thinking of a lot of different stuff too. So, it's like I think stuff we can get into during the movie.
I just want to touch real quick.
Huh.
You ever play the game Borderlands?
No, but I hear there's a movie out for it.
Yeah. My wife went to go see, or she wanted me to go with her. I didn't want to see this movie. Some movie based off some book she read. It starts with us or it ends with us, something like that.
Oh, bro, like this is the biggest chick flick going right now, right?
Yeah.
That Deadpool's wife chick.
Yeah. Yeah.
And all the girls are going to see, but yeah, it's a total chick flick. Like
So,
it's a chick flick you go with other chicks to see.
yeah, I didn't want to see it. She went with
Yeah.
some friends, my daughter and stuff. And my son, my youngest son, he was like, "I'm gonna go to the movies." Like, you want to see that movie? He's like, "No." He's like, "Borderlands is out." I was like, "Well, let's go." So me and my son went to go see that,
Yeah.
and I don't know anything about the video game. I never played it because I think it's a first person shooter. I think I don't.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
I don't
it's
really,
one of
I don't really
those.
like those. I don't like
Yeah.
those games. I don't like Call of Duty or none of that. It's just me. I like to be able to
Hey.
see the character. You know.
Hey, wait. You know I know you're gay.
Oh my.
'Cause- okay, go ahead.
No, you already started it. You already started.
Because you don't like Call of Duty.
Call of Duty. Let's go. I played Call of Duty. Like, I just don't like first person shooters. But anyways,
No. I don't like Borderlands, but yeah, I got you.
I don't know anything about the game.
I've never played the game or nothing.
or the storyline or whatever, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I liked it.
Yeah.
I like it. Has
Kevin Hart's in it, right?
Kevin Hart.
I hear
Kate Blanchett.
Bobby Lee is in it.
Yes. Yes.
I fucking love
Yeah,
Bobby Lee.
Mr. Podcast. Do you ever listen to their podcast?
Yeah.
Isn't it like the Best Friends?
Bad Friends. Well,
Bad
he has
Friends.
two. He has a Bad Friends podcast, and then he has one with his now ex-girlfriend. Fuck, I can't think of the name of that podcast.
Bobby Lee is fucking funny.
He is, dude.
He's fucking funny.
And he's been part of this group that like It's him and Andrew on that podcast. But that kind of friend group, Bert Kreischer, Tom Segura, all them, with Joe Rogan, that's been like Bobby's been touring and he's been like supposedly having big shows and stuff like that.
I saw Bobby Lee like way back in the day, like in the 90s.
Oh, when he was on Mad TV?
No. I saw him perform live.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
I think it was before he was on Mad TV.
Oh shit.
Because I like Mexican comedians, right? Because I think they're funny. I saw Bobby Lee. He opened up for Carlos Mencia one time.
Yeah. And that was the thing. Like, he was Mencia's opener.
Yeah.
So that's why, like, when kind of shit went south with Mencia, he kind of fell into a hole too. He was on drugs bad, dude.
But he shits on Mencia too, though.
Now.
Yeah.
Well,
you hear him when people bring him up, he's like, "Oh, you mean Ned?"
Yeah. Well,
they say Carlos Mencia's
that's his real name, right?
Is Ned. Yeah.
Yeah. But Bobby, like, he's like, I brought him on the show. Tiger Belly is the show he has with that girl, and he brought him on the show, and like, he tried to get him to admit, dude, you steal people's jokes, and fucking no, dude, he never admits that shit. Joe Rogan still fucking hates his ass.
I know Joe Rogan fucking killed him. He counted him before canceling was a thing.
Yeah. Dude, did you hear like fucking Joe Rogan? When UFC asked him to announce like the first 7 shows he did for free just so that he could have a ringside seat.
Hey, why not?
Right? And dude, look what it's fucking made him, right? Like, I would.
Yeah.
But I don't know, it's cool. Like I said, I know you don't like listening to podcasts, but I like listening to Joe Rogan, particularly when he has Shane Gillis on. Those fucking shit.
You know how I know you're gay? Because you nut all over Shane Gillis.
And he's fucking funny. Fuck you. He's one of us. One of us. I mean,
you're older than him.
Yeah, he's like 37, 38 maybe. I don't know. His dad. Fuck you. I'm not that old.
Okay. We're gonna get in this movie?
Yeah.
We're going old school. We're gonna watch this movie with you.
I have one more TikTok I want to ask you about.
Okay, shoot.
Have you seen this motherfucker that sings the he sings the songs like Taylor Swift, or he sings a song in his kitchen to the tune of Taylor Swift or something, but he sings it in Spanish. And he's like, "Mi Cristo canta sí." And then he just sings about his fucking sister taking his fucking his Fritos or his fucking or his Takis. And he sings it in the style of Taylor Swift, and his mom comes and slaps his ass, but he's fucking funny, dude. That's been my second TikTok I've been watching. But yeah. All right. Let's get into
all right. Swingers, you got your notes? Because
I wrote down a fucking joke today.
I made Joe watch the movie, and then I didn't even rewatch it, so I'm gonna watch it now with y'all.
But no, I'm thankful you did, Luck, because I hadn't watched this movie. I've never seen it.
Never seen it.
No, I'm surprised too.
I know it's classic. Jon Favreau and Vince Vaughn.
Yeah.
Get a younger, thinner.
Well, both of them, right? Both of them. You can really see the beginnings of Vince Vaughn. Both did movies before this, and then scored movies from this. Both of them. But I was watching a Jon Favreau movie today, like a little bit earlier, just while I was cleaning up and cooking. I was watching Iron Man today. Like, and to think, I know Jon Favreau didn't direct this movie, but basically, like he wrote, the writer of this movie, the maker of this movie, I mean, made Iron Man. So, bro, like
Yeah.
he's money,
He-
baby. He's money.
He is money. Okay, so whoever wants to watch this with us, it is streaming right now on Paramount Plus.
Yes, sir.
So we'll give you a few minutes to no, not few minutes. If you guys want to watch that, pause the show and pull it up and get ready because you got it queued up. You got it queued up.
I got it queued up.
Right, we can talk about Favreau while we're watching, but
Okay.
all right, countdown 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Play. And then we're out the Miramax logo. So, not having seen this movie before, what were your first impressions?
I knew we were gonna get Favreau and Vince Vaughn, right? And
Yeah.
you can really see the early beginnings of Vince Vaughn, his character, the fast talking character. But as what I've learned from this movie and stuff like that is this is who he was. Like this was him. Jon Favreau wrote all the parts for his friends of his friends. I think Ron Livingston's another character that was one of his friends. They were all friends in California that had just came over because they all perceived to get their big break in Hollywood, and they got over here and no one was making movies for them. So Favreau just set out and he was going to write his own fucking movie.
And that's like the thing of the movie, right? Like they all came to Hollywood to try to make it, right?
Yeah, and you notice like everybody that's in the movie. Now I was never a fan of the swing dancing. Were you?
I mean, I thought the music was kind of cool, right? Like "Go Daddy" or whatever. Like I don't know,
Yeah.
but like that, I can't dance. Come on, man.
Oh.
Oh wait, I can dance if
Yeah,
you see my TikTok videos.
Yeah. You know you know how I know you're gay. I've seen your TikTok.
But the what did he say? Like doing all that twirly whirly shit. Yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah. Again, it's cool. That last scene where he meets the good girl and they're dancing, that was awesome. Like I really like that. But
Why you
that wasn't
skipping to
anything I was into.
Why are you skipping to the end?
No, I'm just saying, like, I like the dancing. I can see that, right? Like I like that stuff. But I don't know. I don't know if I can go to a bar of that kind of shit every night. And these dudes were apparently like this was kind of their hangouts. These bars that they went to were the same bars that they went to, and hung out. So I liked it, man. I liked it. I was glad you recommended it.
Right. I'm gonna put the subtitles on.
Yeah, that's what I was doing too. But this director, Doug Liman, do you know anything else from him?
I don't. I said you.
No?
You took notes. So
Yeah, I got you. He's Born Identity, Mr. and Mrs. Smith,
Okay.
Age of Tomorrow. That's the
Oh,
Edge of
action
Tomorrow.
flicks.
Yeah,
Tom
yeah.
Cruise? Is that Tom Cruise?
Yeah, Tom Cruise. Yeah, but yeah, he so again, everyone
this
from
is-
this movie seems to
This
have
is not an
gone
action
on.
flick.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no. But everyone from this movie has seemed to go on and kind of have success more off, but this is where a lot of them started.
And this is what I mean. Jon Favreau was such a pussy in this movie, right? He moves to Hollywood from wherever he said he was from.
Yeah.
His girlfriend broke up with him, and he's like, "It's been like 6 months, bro. 6 months, and
Yeah.
you're still You're still whining over this girl? Come on.
dude, and that was the thing, man. Like he was fucking. There's a scene in this movie, Luck, that's fucking cringy as fuck, man. When he keeps fucking leaving messages for that one girl. Oh, dude, I felt sorry for the guy. Like I kept telling my wife, we're gonna watch this movie, and we never got to. So it was like maybe Tuesday or Wednesday late. Or it wasn't that late, but I texted you like, "Hey, I'm sitting down with it. I'm gonna watch it."
Yeah.
And yeah, dude, I was kind of because this is my first time watching it, man. I hadn't seen it at all. I was kind of going through it with him, but I was impressed for the amount of money they made this movie for. Like, I was impressed by a lot of the stuff in it.
And I don't know how it did in the box office. I don't know if you have that info, but this is one of those where it was still mid 90s. Blockbuster was still a thing because I think that's what's the thing with today, right? There's a lot of movies back in the day that came out, maybe didn't do that great at the box office, but blew up, right? Once it got to video and people actually were watching this movie, right? And then it kind of spreads. Like there's a lot of movies back in the day that did better once it went out on video than it ever did in the movies. Theater.
I mean, theater run, it made like $5 million, but it was only made for 200,000. So it got all these motherfuckers started. Yeah,
you could tell. And you can tell, like, just the way they talk about movies in this movie. They talk about other movies. There's a lot of scenes that are like really cool scenes. We can talk about it when it comes up, if you know what I'm talking about.
Oh yes, I really like that they did that, man. Jon Favreau says, him being the writer, he was able to write stuff to what they had available, right? He had his apartment available to him. Where they're filming is his actual apartment building. There was a lot of Commando filming in this, which he later on talked about using. Because again, Favreau didn't make this. He wrote the movie. He kind of produced it, but Doug Liman was the one that directed it. But when Favreau made Elf, if you remember a lot of those scenes where he's walking through New York, stuff like that.
Yeah, they were just filming.
Yeah, and it's so you can see where he kind of took from there and stuff like that. But do you know the movie where these motherfuckers got started at? Do you know their first movie?
Rudy.
Favreau and Vaughn.
Rudy?
Yeah, it's Rudy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, they made Rudy and they thought, I'm fucking in. You know? Hey, it was this easy. I made Rudy. Again, they both moved to Hollywood. Both of them can't find jobs. They talked about fucking how they would take these trips to Vegas and do this shit. So a lot of the interaction you see between what is his name? It's Mike and Trent or Vegas. Big T. I'm money, baby. Your money.
Yeah. He's talking to Vince Vaughn. He's like, still talking about this girl. And he's like, fuck, you know what? We're going to Vegas. Let's go.
Yeah.
LA to Vegas, that's not like a quick drive. That's like,
I
don't know how long it is, but it's a few hours. Like, and he's like, where's your suit, man? Where's your suit?
Yeah.
Now Favreau's all dressed in suit. We got to go in a suit, man. What are you doing? He's like,
no.
I'll do it when we get there. Shit. Making him drive hours in a suit.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, look, I really think like if I would have saw this movie in my 20s, I would have loved it. Loved it.
Oh yeah.
I would have like around
I was
that
obsessed with this movie.
Yeah, I would have fucking loved it.
I was obsessed with this movie. Just the pep talks, right? That Vince Vaughn gives him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, make me sure I can go pick up that chick. Let's go.
So like you little things in this movie kind of hit you, right? The answering machine. Or when he wants to call the answering service and he's like, I got a calling card. It won't cost you anything. like shit like that hits you, and it's like, God damn, because it wasn't that long ago, but it seems like so long ago, right?
And I like that they go to the old strip.
Yeah.
He's like, you don't want to go there to the Pirates of the Caribbean and all this. Keeping it old school.
What it does remind me of too is the opening scene to Entourage, or the opening theme to Entourage, right? The driving with the car, and if you're in Vegas, you always got to do that scene. But I wonder if it all comes from this movie, because this was around the time of Casino, right? But you know, different you can see a lot of this movie was borrowed into other music videos and stuff like that, or shows. Like Entourage says they took a lot from this show, from this movie.
For sure, because it's like a group of dudes, right? Bunch of friends hanging out, going out all the time. Yeah, for sure.
Vegas, baby, Vegas. Again, like you told me that the other day, and I was like, yeah, you do hear that all the time. But when I watched this movie, I was like, that's where it comes from. That's the fucking originator.
Vegas, baby.
It's like when you see a fucking funny TikTok now, and you go and try and find the original video, and you see where it came from.
And you're disappointed. You're like, really?
Bro, and then he's like, what is he? He's like, hey, I only have 300. That's all I'm spending. That's all I'm spending. And so they go and try to get everything fucking for free or whatever.
But he was complaining that they're going to the old casinos, playing with a bunch of old people. But yet he doesn't have that much money to gamble.
He's like, look at all the beautiful babies here. Vince Vaughn is fucking funny in this movie, man.
He's like, it's $300, and he gives like 3 chips, or what is it?
Yeah, they give him 3 chips, and he's like, he goes. The trick is we go to one of these big money tables, and we get a lot of chips. They said the old man at that table, that's Vince Vaughn's dad.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. But you'll notice, like, you find yourself kind of looking for it in the background. A lot of these people, they're filming without. They didn't close the casino or nothing like that. The casino is an active casino. A lot of times,
I wonder how they got
go
allowed.
Bars.
I don't know if they get allowed to film in casinos. I wonder if that's why they went to the old strip.
Yeah, probably. Found someone that said, yeah, I'll fucking do it. Or at least give them a table, right? But if you notice in the bars too, like in the bar scenes, you'll see people in the background like, what the fuck are they doing? Because, you know, they were like, you had a small camera. Fabro said it looked like we were filming a documentary. They would close, you know, they'd have a sign there saying swingers are filming. like come on. Oh fuck.
Dude, that's why you got anything smaller, and he's like, well, this is a 100 minimum bet table. Maybe you want to go to the other table.
Dude, that's why I couldn't do Vegas, bro. I'd be there, and it'd be hard for me to not fucking be necio and fucking try to win big or something like that. I'd end up losing all my fucking money.
I like 11, man. You got to double down. You got to double down. I'm not gonna double down.
Yeah, you got to double down.
Double down.
You double down always.
And it was $200 just like that.
Yeah, that's why I couldn't do it. You've been to Vegas? Did you gamble?
I did little slots.
Yeah, but did you gamble? Look.
Nah.
Yeah, everyone does sluts in Vegas. Come on. Did you
Whoa!
did you gamble?
I hit the slots a little bit. Money just goes too fast, man. It's like
Dude.
it's ridiculous. But like, so I mentioned in the last episode, right? The new all the new slot machines are just like big, freaking. They look like apps, just
Yeah,
casino.
just there.
And but on the screen, like it tells you like how much credit you have, right? Based off whatever you won or whatever you entered in the machine. So I was doing like $20 at a time, right? And it said like $2, right? And like I play for like 4 spins and my money's gone. I'm like, oh, okay. But I'm walking around the casino, right?
Yeah.
Just looking at other people, not really like stalking them, but I'm just kind of like just glancing over the other people playing. There's a lot of old people, right? Old people love slots. And I'm looking and like it shows like their credit in the machine, $400. Some lady $1,900. I'm looking at this other one, $4,500. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, are they putting this much money in them, or is that how much they're winning? I'm like, what the hell? I was just like, they probably walk by my machine, $20, loser.
I saw this fucking video of a lady playing some game where you have to hit to spin, right? And she's on a fucking little cart and she's going in circles around the thing, fucking hitting all of them, playing all of them. Fucking
just going in circles.
Hey, so I guess they're going over there to hook up, and they end up at least catching the attention of this one waitress, right? She's like, hey, remember this guy's face. He's going to be the guy behind the guy behind the guy.
And like Jon Favreau, he's like, he's the big simp. Like he's always trying to be the nice guy and this and that. And Vince Vaughn's over here, the asshole, right? He tells this girl, hey, if you go get me a drink, this silver dollar will be waiting for you.
Yeah.
Like, and he's like, why are you such a dick? You're always a dick.
It fucking works. He's like, that's what they like. But dude, Vince Vaughn, baby. I'm like, good fucking Lord. Bro, I'm telling you right now, look, if you called me baby that much, I'd have to fucking tell you something. Be like, hey man, come on.
And I like how he calls the girls beautiful babies.
Oh, they're all
look at all the beautiful babies.
Okay, I don't want to say it.
And he keeps saying, oh, I just been out of the game for such a long time. Boy.
I don't want to say it, but that one podcast that I listened to, they quote this fucking movie a lot. And I just found out
you didn't even know it. You didn't
No, I
didn't.
I didn't. Because what's his name? He's always saying, look at all these beautiful babies. Like whenever he's talking about girls, and I'm like, I heard Vince Vaughn say it. I was like, oh shit. Look at all the beautiful babies around here. And well, you know, like Favreau's a comedian in this movie.
Yeah. Oh
yeah, like his
wannabe comedian. Right. Like
I
said, they all came here to be in show business.
Like they're all in
Ron
the
Livingston
industry or something. Yeah.
I don't know if they talked about it in the beginning when he was talking to it, but he's like, hey, I got a call back from Disney. They want me to play Goofy.
Do you know who Ron Livingston's other movie that he was kind of famous for?
I only know one other. It's another one of my favorites.
Yeah. We can fucking do it.
But you know about Office Space?
Fuck yeah.
Dude.
Fucking love Office Space.
That fucking movie's great. That was another one I could just watch all the time.
I like that came out in the time of movies, right? In the time of blockbusters. Oh, look, do you remember Friday going to Blockbuster, bro? Or what was it, the HEB one called? Video Central or some shit like that?
I don't know about that.
No?
Blockbuster, Hollywood Video.
Oh, Hollywood Video. Hell yeah. So you'd go to one or the other, right? And that great feeling. But I remember this movie came out, and I didn't know any of the actors, anything like that. I just knew it was made by Mike Judge, and
Mhm.
I was like, "Oh fuck, that's the dude from Beavis and Butthead and King of the Hill. It's got to be good." And I fucking loved it, dude. That became one of my fucking
Yeah.
favorites.
That's another one. I don't even remember that coming out in the theaters, but I
No,
remember watching it all the time.
dude, it got me. Once I saw that fucking guy in his car and he's rapping, motherfucker, this. And then the fucking
And
black
then
guys go by and he
blows
fucking
it
rolls.
to black guy, blows at the window, turns the
Uh,
music down. The
oh,
funniest
fuck,
thing
man.
is his name is Michael Bolton.
Dude.
Oh, like the singer.
Yeah. It's like, no. The fucking guy's like,
Why did you
Raj.
say paper jam when there is
Yeah.
no paper jam?
He's like, Raj, I'm not gonna work here anymore. It don't matter.
Oh,
Okay,
we're
look at
drifting
it.
off of that.
There's a guy in the background of this scene. He don't know they're filming a movie. The guy in the white hat.
Yeah.
You don't know they're filming a movie. He was looking at them like, what the fuck? One of the fucking things, they go, what is it? She's a Dorothy. And the guy's like, and he's like, well, we're not in Kansas anymore.
And then
And
they're
no one fucking laughs. No
and
one
then they're
laughs.
like, and then they're like, so what do you do? And he's like, well, I'm a comedian.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
That is so
And then-
fucking funny, dude.
And then Vince Vaughn's over here blowing smoke up their ass. Well, I'm a producer.
Yeah.
Oh.
And he looks at him like, you motherfucker. Anyway,
I like he's trying to play it off. He's like, oh, she's like, where do you perform? It's hard to understand. There's different circuits or whatever. And then she's like, well, who's your booking agent? And he's like, oh, what booking agent? So
he talks about like fucking he's just being honest with them, right? And fucking Trent's just fucking giving them anything. Like, and they talked about like, this is typically how it went. Like, we'd go out, we wouldn't score, but Vince every night was fucking pulling the hose, and fucking Vince Vaughn. Look at him.
yep.
Yeah.
He's like, well, why don't we go back to my place? Okay,
dude,
let's go.
So like, again, like I went through vids like the making of and stuff like this, but they would party all night. Like I remember a few times partying like this, like fucking where it's 5 a.m. and we're getting breakfast. But dude, that was very few and in between, bro. I don't remember a lot of this. What do you think?
Because I think this was like a Tuesday or something that they went.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's rough.
Oh, dude.
Just you're blowing smoke up these girls' ass, and
It's like, you're a winner, baby. Your money, dude. But do you remember? Because there's some scenes in here where you can tell like they're either really drinking or they're just really good acting, and they look drunk. But do you remember? Did you have any drunk stories like this, Luck?
I wouldn't know because I wouldn't remember. But if I am drunk, it does loosen me up, and I can talk a lot more when I'm drunk.
Oh, fuck!
But
We need you to start drinking while we do
I
the
get-
show.
Maybe, man. But I'll just talk bullshit if I'm drunk.
Bro,
I'll start like admitting deep dark secrets and all kinds of stuff now.
no, I remember the night you got drunk and just started sending me pictures of me and you as Santa or something. Christmas pictures of me and you. Oh, fuck. Everyone's like, hey, did you hear from Luck last night? He was pretty drunk. I was like, oh shit, it wasn't just me. Oh, but
And then you said, you know how I know you're gay? You send Christmas pictures.
You made a Joe and Luck Christmas card. That's
Christmas
not
bunnies.
But yeah, dude, I just recently, Luck, I met up with my best friends in high school when we graduated. I had honestly 5 really good ones that we were pretty close, and for different reasons, right? Like we all kind of separated when we got older. I mean, we'd keep in touch still, text, stuff like that, but we're all doing different things, and we're like, hey, we need to get together for a beer. And we all fucking decided, like old men, like, all right, we're gonna pick a day. We're gonna pick a place. We're gonna pick a time. We're thinking about like when we're gonna do it. And the guy's like, "Oh, we do it this day. I got to be back by 7 because Game of Thrones is starting, or the House of the Dragon, right?" Now, keep in mind, these were my friends that when I was fucking younger, that they were like, "Oh, you know how I know you're gay? You fucking you watch Entertainment Tonight."
Or,
you watch Access Hollywood. Fucking you stay up and watch Extra. But
I would have called him out on being gay though. It was like
yeah.
that's not even a thing no more. Like, oh, I have to be home to watch this.
Yeah.
No, you don't. No, you don't. It's on demand. It's on demand.
But again, all of us being old men, we're like, all right, cool, man. Like we can't pull an all-nighter. I remember the last time I hung out with these guys was like 10 years ago. And it was like 5 a.m, and I was passed out outside they were adding on to my friend's house. And so they had a shell of a house on the back end. And I fucking passed out in there, fucking just laying down. I could just text my wife at 5 a.m. that I'm okay. I'm just drunk.
Now this shows you how much of a friend Vince Vaughn is in this movie, right? He's getting ready to get it on with this one girl, right?
Yeah,
and they're getting ready. They're gonna get into it. And he's like, "Hold on, let me check on my boy."
But would you do that?
He looks out the door, right? He looks out the door, and it looks like they're kissing, right? She's right in front of his face. He's like, "Okay, cool, right?"
Yeah.
So would you stop everything? Hold on, let me check on my boy.
No, dude, I don't know if I would. and the only thing, because if I was the other guy, right, and you're my boy, and you go and check on me, and I saw you look out, I'd be like, dude, you know I know you're gay.
But Favreau ends up telling this girl a stupid story about his ex-girlfriend and this and that. And he's like, he knocks on the door. "Hey, man, we got to go."
Oh,
and he hands him a condom. Like, hey, no, like, we got to go.
No, he's telling him he's got to use the phone.
Oh yeah.
I got to use the phone. I got a calling card. It won't cost you nothing. I got to use the phone. Because he's got to check his messages, right?
And he's looking at him like, "Are you fucking serious right now?"
Yeah. He's like, what is? I think Favreau says, he's like, they couldn't have been in there that long. They probably didn't start nothing. I'm not stopping nothing. Oh fuck, man! I feel so bad.
This is such a pussy move. He's 6 months and he's trying to call her while all this is going on, bro.
I probably had a bad breakup or two, but I don't ever remember being this fucking wimp or simped out. How do the kids say it now? Simp.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. You're simp, man. Bro, quit simping. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I was ever this hard up for a chick, bro.
What does it say? Like, oh, she didn't answer or something. You wasted all this fucking time.
But like when he comes through the door, and they're like, oh, yeah, they're fucking waiting for him. Fucking Vince Vaughn looks pissed.
For real.
And dude, and his friends are like, dude, we just wanted you to have a good time. I remember having to do that for some friends and being like, dude, like, come on, you need to quit being a pussy. Let's go out, let's have some fun. Shit like that. But
And
yeah.
he's like, what do you want me to tell her? She wanted to know what I was thinking about. What am I gonna lie to her? Come on, man, but you didn't have to get into it like that. Come on.
And then he's like, I don't think she liked me. And he's like, she thought you were money, baby. Again with the fucking baby. Oh fuck. This car's pretty badass. It's Vince Vaughn's actual car. Like
It is a badass car.
Yeah, they use their shit. Like it's a badass car.
And you can tell it's the 90s, right? Later on when they go to, I forget where they go. If it's the party or a bar, like they all put the club on to like.
Oh, I was gonna bring that up, dude. Because even like even at the end when he walks the girl to her car, like
She has one,
it, but you hear. It's like,
and she had one on her too.
do you remember that shit? Oh,
Hell yeah!
There's a lot of things that hit me though. Like I told you, the answering machine fucking hits hard. But like again, not answering your phone. But do you remember when they go out and they all have to follow each other? Like all in line, right? Like everyone.
They don't got no Google Maps.
Yeah, no, but that's what you had to do back in the day, right? Like you and your friends would maybe meet up at one friend's house, and we're all going from here, so y'all could all follow each other.
Only one of you knows where exactly you're going.
Yeah. And you used to have to do that shit. You'd have a fucking convoy of fucking cars going to one place.
Because I think they talk about some bar where like there's no name on the doors. Like you just have to know that that's.
Oh yeah. He's like, hey man, all the cool ones have all the cool ones don't have a name, don't have a sign in front. You gotta fucking walk 2 blocks to find them.
I like the joke here in this movie too, right? They're in that club and it's packed, right? It's packed, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna go over to this party," and they're like, "Yeah, it's dead in here, anyways."
Oh, dude, I wanted to bring that up. We'll wait till we get to it. But
all
right. There's a lot of actors in here that I had in different movies as well. But dude, like, they go out golfing, right? And one of they have 4 clubs between them.
It's a 9-hole par 3 golf course.
But again, this is you hear him, he talks about, yeah, I was up for, what did he say? I was up for Goofy.
Yeah.
And you assume he's talking about fucking at Disney World and shit. It's like, god damn, man.
You're like, well, at least it's Disney. Which is funny because now Favreau works for Disney.
Yeah. And dude, they fucking suck at golf. Like they suck. Like absolutely. I haven't gone like I've gone once or twice with my friends from work. But yeah, I don't suck as much as this, I don't think.
I like it's a par 3, right? Which means you should be able to make it in three shots.
Yeah.
Like, all right, count me up. And he's counting. He's like, I don't know, 7 or 8. I'll give you a 7.
Oh fuck. The fucking saddest part too is he's like, hey man, you notice I haven't even talked about her. It's like, come the fuck on, man.
Like,
No.
Say anything.
Yeah. I'm just bringing her up to say that I haven't brought her up, right? Yeah. Oh fuck. He said, did you get the Pluto call back? Oh fuck, they're counting up their shots. Dude, they have fucking what they have well, their friends are coming over, right?
Mm.
Did y'all get together like this and fucking play games?
Yeah.
Did you have a lot of that? Like, dude, that's all the fuck we did.
Hell yeah. Sometimes that would be our whole night, just drinking, playing games.
Fucking yeah. Well,
Which is this is kind of a cool scene, and
yeah,
I mean, because people do this now, right? They do it online now, right? But
yeah.
they're fucking playing Genesis. This is the fucking Genesis.
That only had 2 fucking slots. Like, only 2 people can play.
Yeah.
It was multiplayer, but it was only 2 people could play. And you used to get into it like this.
And my thing is like, who plays hockey games besides people in like, up north or whatever?
Oh, dude, no, I'm telling you, I had this game. I don't remember.
You know what? I say
playing,
that, right?
Yeah.
I say who plays hockey games? But in Mallrats, that's what Brody's playing.
Yeah. But okay, well, where did they come from though? They're all up north, like Kevin Smith. They're all New Jersey and shit. So yeah, I got you. But no, dude, I was like looking at this scene brought back memories, dude. Like we'd go to my friend's house and we'd play fucking Nintendo 64 all fucking night, like till 4 or 5 in the morning, fucking playing. I mean, we were in high school, so we weren't drinking as much. Like, I mean, I was always fucking smoking, but yeah. But dude, this scene brought back fucking memories of that.
He's like, do that thing, make his head bleed. He's like, no, man, come on, I'm in the playoffs.
I'm doing it, Mikey. Look. And then they start fucking fighting.
Yeah. Oh man. And this is funny, but it's not funny, right? When they're making fun of the delivery guy, the DoorDash.
Bro. He's like, Mikey, is he cute?
Andy Brown.
Tell him to come back. Oh fuck! If you have your captions on, right? It fucking says it says effeminately when they're talking like the girl. Mikey, is he clean? I want to see him.
Tell him to take off his shoes.
Don't let him go. You always had like 2 fucking friends that you had to be like, dude, stop fighting already, because they'd always be fucking fighting.
And this was like a real DoorDash thing.
That's what I was thinking too.
Because like the dude delivered beer.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was a thing back then. You know what I mean? That has to been some special thing.
I don't know.
And I think when I saw this movie, I was like, that needs to be a thing. It's like, whenever, wherever, just have someone bring you what you want.
Look, all the way back then, look, you could have did it.
I know. I think a lot of people had that idea though. Someone just actually moved forward.
Now, I tell you, hey, let's go to this fucking bar, right? But we have to walk down this alley to get to it. There's no signs, no nothing like that. Are you like, yeah, let's go?
Just some dude sitting outside the door. He didn't say nothing. They just walked right in.
Yeah, and well, they again, they say they got in with their little camera and got in, but I don't know, dude. Like, maybe you see everything through the lens of COVID, but they're way too fucking close in this movie for fucking everything. Like, it makes you think that if they did it on purpose, because of it had to be shot that way or something. But every scene that you see like this or in the bar, notice they're really, really, really scrunched up close together.
Like he sees this one guy that he did a pilot with, right? He's like, hey, we went
Yeah.
to network on a pilot. But then like I think some other dude comes up to him like, hey man, what's up? And he's like, hey, you know the guy? I don't know the guy.
But it's funny, he's like, you gotta imagine that's how it is over there, right? Like, hey, what's up? Hey, I went to network with this guy. Like shit that you would never talk about, right? Like kind of conversations that you would never have.
Yeah.
But then he talks about like, yeah, my mom won't shut up about it, so I just keep telling her, yeah, because you got to think like you're calling back home, and yeah, everything's going great. You know, I'm doing this. But did you recognize that guy from anything?
I recognize him, but I don't know what he came out in.
Two people from this movie came out in this movie. That guy is in this other movie with another guy from this movie.
Oh,
you know it. You know
I
it.
might know it.
PCU.
Oh yes, he had dreads.
Yes.
Oh, and we're gonna do that movie.
Who else is in there?
Jon Favreau.
Excuse me.
Big old Favreau, right?
Yeah. Will you blow me where the Pampers are?
Like I brought the Parliament Funkadelic.
It's funny. They're talking shit about Reservoir Dogs, and then what do we get? we get the fucking Reservoir Dogs shot.
This is what I mean. It's kind of cool, right?
Yeah.
They just said, "Fuck it, we're gonna do some of this stuff."
Well, yeah, it's this one, and they do the.
This is it.
The Goodfellas shot too.
Yeah, man, that was a cool shot.
Yeah, that was impressive because they talked about it early in the movie, right? Have they talked about it yet? I don't remember. But they talk about it, right? Like,
yeah, they talk about it, and then I think it happens later.
Yeah, they're talking like very industry, right? They're like, yeah, heard that took 4 hours, set that up, something like that. And they're just talking about it. Now, I don't think we followed each other that closely, but goddamn, those motherfuckers, like, I'm telling you, everything in this movie they did, they're like, you got to get close together.
And they're just like going to this party. I mean, I don't even think anybody really knows anybody. They just kind of heard of it.
Yeah. It's funny. I was listening to Bad Friends, and Bobby Lee was talking about like Hollywood Hills parties. And he's like, you know, we used to go, and he's like, we go in, and they're like, oh, you need a yellow band. It's like, yellow band? Like, oh, I'm at the wrong party.
Just trying to crash in there.
Yeah. Like, he's like, you didn't tell him you were Bobby Lee? He's like, no, I don't want to go. But yeah, you gotta imagine like this is the way these things go down. But that's the way it would be. I remember like in high school, like you'd hear about like people in another school having a party or something, and you'd go and you'd walk up to the keg or something, and you see everyone else from the party that don't know you fucking look at you like that.
Like, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah, you probably know like one guy in the party, and you're like, hey, what's up?
I like how they all walked up in there and like they almost like posed, right? And everybody turns around like, who the fuck are these guys?
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like it's gotta be one, maybe a microphone thing. Mm-hmm. Hey, y'all gotta all be together because I gotta hear y'all. Or it's gotta be, we gotta get y'all all in the shot thing. But everyone is just really close up together. There's no 6 feet of separation at all. Look, they're gonna get the vid.
Shit, the low budget, right? They probably didn't have that great of a camera.
Yeah, I really should have looked more into that, but
it works for this movie. It'll work.
It really does. It really does. It reminds you a lot of like a movie like Clerks.
This is the one where you're like, hey, that guy comes up and hugs him. Hey man, what's going on? You're like, hey, you know that guy? I don't know that guy.
Yeah.
This is where the whole thing where they're like, is she looking at me? Is she looking at me?
Yeah, this guy that's with Vince Vaughn, I gotta say, I remember him on other stuff.
He's been in a couple things.
But do you remember one that he was in with Vince Vaughn? We kind of covered it already.
I don't know.
Favreau was in it too.
Favreau too.
Yeah.
The Christmas movie.
Yeah. He's in For Christmas.
He was in that.
He's the best friend that hooked up with the mom.
Ah,
He's like, hey, let me give you money for gas. He's like, I make more money than you. I don't need he's like, why can't we be friends? He's like, we were friends, but then you started sleeping with my mom.
I like this. He goes try to talk to this girl. She's like, "What do you drive?" I can't believe.
He just stops talking, right? Fuck. But you hear them, especially Ron, right? Ron Livingston talk about when they go into these parties, like, dude, can you believe the chicks that are here? And I think Favreau says it like, it's crazy. They put all these good looking people all in one spot, and they're all gravitating here.
He's like, who's scoping out? He's like, oh, the redhead. Oh, she's cute. He's like, man, you looked at her. now I gotta go in. Now I gotta go in.
Yeah, it's funny. Like Vince Vaughn. There's a way Spielberg gets tied to this movie, because on this scene when they do the shark thing.
Oh, the Jaws. They had to get approval for that.
Yeah, they had to get approval. So they sent Spielberg this movie or this clip where they wanted to use it, right? And what does he do? They pull in Vince Vaughn for Jurassic Park. What was it? Was he in 2 or 3?
Or Jurassic World?
No, Jurassic Park. It was still Jurassic Park. But Vince Vaughn ends up going into part 2 or part 3. I think part 2. If you remember, he's in that. Yeah.
That was the deal.
I guess that was that. Oh well, he liked Vince so much from this scene is that he pulled him into Jurassic Park. And again, like Vince goes into these 2 movies, but then he just fucking really takes off, man. What would you say is your favorite Vince Vaughn movie?
This one. What are you talking about? That's hard. Well, what do you consider a Vince Vaughn movie? Just a movie he was in, or in a leading role?
Like I wouldn't consider Rudy. Because Rudy's not his movie, right?
Because Old School, would you consider Old School?
I would consider Old School. I'd consider Dodgeball.
Oh shit, Dodgeball, yes.
Well, dude, to be honest, he didn't really take off after this. You remember he made Psycho? That really didn't hit.
Psycho, yeah.
He made The Cell with. Do you remember that one with Jennifer Lopez?
I never saw that movie.
No, that's a crazy fucking movie.
He did this movie. I don't remember what it's called now. He did this movie. I liked it. Where it's kind of like a Freaky Friday movie, but where they switch places. In the movie, in the movie, he's a murderer.
Yes.
And somehow he gets switched with this teenage girl.
Yeah. Well, it's called Freaky, right?
Freaky, yes.
Yeah.
Freaky, yeah. Okay. So the girl, it was just him now, right? Starts killing people. I think that was a good movie.
He's also in Anchorman.
Oh yeah.
He's real good in Starsky and Hutch. Man, that one I gotta watch that one again. And then Wedding Crashers, of course. But yeah, dude. I love Vince Vaughn. Like he's fucking funny. I haven't seen a lot of his stuff lately, but I sent you the video the other day. Did you see he got the star on the Walk of Fame?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
They just left that party, but I like, well, he was talking to that girl and she just talking and talking and talking and talking. And he gets her number, and like right as he walks away, he just tears up her number. And Favreau's all mad. He's like, such a dick, man. It's a
He's
dick
like,
move.
what? She didn't see it. She didn't see it.
He's like, you can't roll with that. That's business class or whatever he says. I would love to go to a bar like this where they just got this old couple just playing songs, playing music.
Sorry, man. My dog had to go out.
I was saying, I like how they just, I would like to go to a bar like this where they just, these old couple are just freaking playing music and stuff.
And you could tell too, those weren't actors, man. Those were people at the bar that they're like, hey, this is our fucking, this is our big break. They were going in.
This is the girl. She's like, do I know you? I know you from somewhere.
Yeah, man. Oh, man.
He's like, oh, I don't know. You know, there's different circuits, and you might have seen me perform. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, I got a casting agent now. Everything that he learned talking to the last girl. Said, haven't I seen you before? Yeah, it was Starbucks. Like, yeah, that's my drink. That's funny because he's like, again, he says, you know, he's a comedian, but he never says anything funny in the movie.
No,
like he
that's
never
the joke. That's
yeah.
the joke.
Oh, fuck. Dude, but like I said, like the 90s, this was the time of indie fucking movies. Like, there was, you know, again, I mentioned Clerks, you know, Chasing Amy, fucking Dazed and Confused, Slacker, you know, fucking what was Goodwill Hunting, Empire Records, Office Space.
And that's the thing, right? It's like you don't need a big budget, special effects, and all this stuff to make a good movie.
Yeah.
You don't.
But like, I don't know. While there's still indie movies made, they're not made like this anymore. Like you'll see them on Tubi, or like it'll be like some movie that someone drops on YouTube, and again, they do their best, but I haven't seen one hit the way these movies hit back in the day. Like a lot of these movies won awards and shit. Like Clerks won awards. Swingers, I don't remember if I got into what awards this one won, but like a lot of these movies hit back in the day.
I love this, man. It's like you're a fucking bear, man. You're like a big ass bear. And she's over there like a little bunny rabbit. You're telling me with these fucking claws, you don't know how to kill the rabbit.
And his friends just fucking helping him. You're poking at it, man.
You're a big bear, man. You're a big bear.
But you think about like everything fucking Favreau did after this, man. You know, I mean, you think about Elf and fucking. I mean, now he's in Star Wars. He was in Marvel. He was just in Deadpool. Like fucking, you know, probably one of my favorite fucking movies with him is The Replacements. You remember that?
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah. So yeah. But in Rudy,
he was on like, Friends.
Yeah. I didn't watch Friends because You know how I know you're
Because
gay?
you're not gay.
Because you liked Ross. Fucking, you thought Ross and Rachel was real.
They talk him into going back to this chick, right? After she
Oh.
called him out for recognizing him at Starbucks.
Yeah, he still gets her fucking like, look at him, he's money. He's money.
And I like how he gets her number, right? And they go back to the table and there's this whole conversation about when you should call the girl back.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, oh, you should wait 6 days or 5 days, whatever they say. And then, well, how long do you wait? Oh, 3 days or whatever. It's something different.
No, the gayest shit is when he comes back to the thing and he's holding the fucking he's holding the number and he acts like he's gonna tear it like Vince Vaughn did.
Yeah.
he's all cheesing, but they're all so fucking happy for him, right? They're fucking. But dude, like again, look at the scene. Look at it.
They're just headshots.
Like they're all closed in, like close together when they're sitting down. It's like they're practically on each other's fucking laps.
I wonder too, like how we're saying, they just probably just went in here and started filming around regular customers. Maybe is that to not get as many randos from the bar in there? I don't know.
Well, it was that too, and it was they were able to section places off, they said, but there was a lot of stuff like there's especially a part where in the bar where he sees Heather Graham, who plays Lorraine. You see Heather Graham, and Heather Graham's over there, and they're fucking like they're not too far away. But there's a guy trying to hit on Heather Graham. So when fucking he comes up, you'll see it in the scene. This is a good scene too.
I like this too. Dude accidentally bumps and he's like, "Watch where you going, motherfucker!" Some gangbangers, right?
Well,
come on, you fucking pussy! What are you gonna do?
This is a real Hollywood interpretation of what gangsters look like. These guys aren't gangsters, though.
I know.
I would not be scared of one of those fucking white guys. That's what the movie lost me right there. Look, I was like, come on. You couldn't find some fucking cholos or something?
But fucking, he pulls out a gun, right? He's like, what the fuck? Everybody's like, what the fuck? I like how they're like, didn't you watch Boys in the Hood? Now one of us is going to get shot.
That's the funniest part of the fucking movie. Oh my god. He's like, we kept our rep. Oh fuck.
And they're like, I'm out of here. I got to call back tomorrow. He's like, what the fuck you carrying a gat for? Like someone's gonna roll up on you, Snoop Dogg?
It's like, you're not from here, you're from Anaheim.
He's like, I'm from here, Anaheim. He's like, you live in a good neighborhood, man. There's not bullets whizzing by your head.
And then, like, not for nothing, this guy's name is Sue.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, you know, like the song Boy Named Sue.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Oh, dude. And then, they start fighting and these motherfuckers really start talking some shit.
Low key, that's a cool name, though.
Yeah. They talk about, like, one of the reasons you'll see Vince Vaughn fucking take up for Mikey here is because, like, Vince is like, hey man, through the whole movie, I'm kind of an asshole, but like, we need something to show that I really fucking care about this guy. So they wrote that in, dude, and that's where it fucking came from.
Like, shut the fuck up. I don't even want to talk to you right now.
Oh, fuck.
And that's what friends you're like, fuck you, get out of my face.
Yeah.
And then the next day, it's like nothing.
Yeah. It's like, oh man, I feel bad that I even raised my voice.
Oh, and this is where he fucks up.
This is the cringy.
They're like, wait 2
I've ever
days.
seen.
They tell him, wait 2 days. He's like, so tomorrow. And they're like, no. Tomorrow, then a day.
And dude, like, And this is the thing that they say about like living in a place like LA or like New York. And you gotta think it's because half these motherfuckers are on fucking coke or some shit. But like, I don't know here. What do you think, like outside of work? What's the deadline to fucking call somebody? Like,
Not
what's
at
your
no
time?
2:30.
No. It's like you got a 10 p.m. cutoff. Like you ever watched you? I don't know. You've never watched Curb Your Enthusiasm, but Larry David's like, no, 10 p.m. is the cutoff. That's it. 10 p.m. It's like, no, it used to be 10:30. No, 10 p.m. is the cutoff. You can't call anyone after 10 p.m. Oh, dude. But you're definitely not calling any. There's no good phone calls that happen after fucking 2 a.m.
I saw a thing that said, if you try to call me or text me after 9 p.m., I'll answer you at 6:45 in the morning.
Yeah, no. I'm at that age where I could text you at 9:49 p.m. and be out by 9:50, or it's like you won't hear again till 4:45 tomorrow morning. Oh fuck.
This dude just goes on and on. He calls his girl and he's like, "Hey, we just met." Blah blah blah. He's leaving messages because she don't answer. Leaving messages.
Bro, dude,
And
this
then
is
keeps calling back. Oh, I
yeah.
think we got cut off. I just wanted to say blah blah blah. Shit, we got cut off again.
Say, hey, Nikki. They tried to leave the message. He said, I just want to leave my number. That's it. And he's like, she picks up. Hey, you're there. Oh fuck.
He's like, don't call me ever again.
Oh fuck. All I could think, and dude, we still quote it to this day, man. We used to say it like at football games because me and my brother-in-law would be at the football game, seeing my other when he runs back to read out, fuck, hey. But we used to go to these football games and we'd be like, "Who's the wild man now? Who's the wild?" Which was his line from fucking Rudy. We just thought we were so fucking funny saying it.
And he calls her again. Oh, I just got out of a 6-month relationship. Coming back. This is Mike.
Hey, dude. So like he wrote this movie and it got picked up pretty quick. Like a lot of people wanted to do it or whatever. But of course, like movie companies wanted to do it, but wanted to take it from them, change it, make it their own, use, and definitely not use them as actors. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Use different actors, stuff like that. So they all talk about like how it was credit to Favreau, because he's the one that no. This is what
We're
the
gonna
movie
do it.
is. This is who the movie's about. These are the right guys for the movie. So he talked about like he had to go around and they did a lot of before the movie came out, they did a lot of like table reads to raise money to be able to make the movie. So after he wrote the movie, it was still another 2 years before they could make the movie that they had to raise the $200,000 to make it.
And I wonder how much of that happens, right? You write a movie and you have, whether it's yourself or other people in mind to play these parts, and you get excited, right? Because the studio wants to buy your script, but then like they totally change it up. It's like, that's gotta suck, you know?
Yeah. Oh, dude, and then he goes into a little dark space right now. You remember this time, right? Where fucking if you didn't want to answer the phone, or even if you did, right? There was no caller ID. You fucking let the message. You let it go to message, and you listen to the answering machine and listen to their message, whatever.
He's so sad. It looked like he hasn't. He's still in the same clothes, hasn't showered, nothing. Looking at
Oh,
old stuff from his ex girlfriend. Like, bro, get over it.
you cannot keep one of these things around.
And she's
but,
not that good looking. Look at
For real, compared to some of the girls that he's had out here.
yeah.
I'd be like, you know how I know you're gay?
I wonder if we're saying that was like really his girlfriend, or I don't even know who his wife is. Maybe it's his wife.
I don't know, but I should have looked into that shit. But it reminds me of that one scene in what is it, Fever Pitch, when the Red Sox keep. Have you seen Fever Pitch? You've seen Fever
Yes.
Pitch, right?
Yes.
When the
yes.
Red Sox keep losing and he fucking he's there and he's just fucking playing that one play over and over again.
Yeah.
Dude, I gotta go to the restroom. Hold on. All right, keep talking while I'm gone.
Okay, I'm gonna have to cut a bunch out of this stuff.
No, you're not. What do you have to cut? You know how you know your gay
You
part?
gotten up like 5 times.
I got up once, twice. But the other time I took the. Look,
You know what? I'm gonna keep it in here. I don't even care.
I'll take the microphone with me into the restroom. Oh, but
You taking a leak. Oh.
This is a real bro. See, this is what I do for y'all motherfuckers. Y'all go ghost for a few days. I show up with a fucking salami for y'all to eat. Well, not like that. Not like that.
Hey. For real, this is a friend. This is a true friend. Like, bro, what the fuck you doing? Ron Livingston. Oh my god, bro. I'm cutting this out. God. Bro, I gotta cut that out.
Why?
You heard me taking a leak.
Oh fuck! Sorry. God damn! I didn't know it was that long.
Shit.
It's like a fucking racehorse in there.
Oh shit!
We're gonna get a fucking rated X.
For mature audiences only.
Did you remember? I mean, you watched Sopranos, right?
Yeah.
When they got that gay guy, right, Vito, and he's fucking outside the restroom, right, and that guy's fucking taking a leak. It's like, hey, it sounds like there's a fucking racehorse pissing in there.
Funny how I watched The Sopranos though. Did you watch it like during the original run?
I watched it during the original run. I don't know if I started watching it right at the beginning because I remember watching like the first season and then picking up second season and then watching throughout the run.
I didn't watch it during the original run, right? Everybody's like, "Oh, you gotta watch it. You gotta watch it." Finally, I got around to watching it. This was the time Netflix, right? You remember what Netflix used to be?
Oh, when you used to rent the DVDs?
Yes, right. You'd order the DVDs and they'd mail them to you, right?
Yes.
You watch them and you mail them back.
Yes.
And they send you something else that's on your list, right?
No, I remember those.
So at this right when Netflix was taking off doing that, Blockbuster was trying to stay in the game, and they started doing the same thing, right? You can do this mail order, and they'd send you the DVDs, and you can return them to the store even, and like they mail them back, whatever. But that's how it was through the Blockbuster mail service is how I started watching Sopranos. Like I think I may have got the first season like in the store, and then I was like, oh, I got to keep watching. And then I just was mailing them as soon as I finished like season 2, disc 1. I'd send that one back, and I'd get a season 2, disc 2.
And you watched? Okay, but did you pick up on the back end, like, or you watched the whole?
I watched the
show?
whole thing like that. I watched the whole thing like that.
And then you watched the ending and everything just like that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
All right, so this whole scene is fucking is his friend kind of kicking his ass a little bit and fucking, hey, you need to fucking pick up your shit. Let's go. But you need that,
And everybody's
right?
like, oh, everybody, Mikey's back. Mikey's
Yeah.
back.
And it's
And
funny,
then
right?
he goes to T's place, and the fucking gangbangers that they were talking shit to are there playing fucking video games with them.
And again, guys, if y'all ain't watching this movie, these are white guys somewhat dressed like cholos, right? They're white guys dressed like cholos.
And the dude that had the beanie on is like, now he's like all slick back hair, and the guy sitting next to him, he looks like Vince Vaughn, kind of. It's like,
and then
what the fuck are they doing?
Yeah. Yeah. It's totally cool, man. I apologize. Brought him some chicken. Totally fine. They love tea. That boy can talk. And Vince Vaughn is Vince Vaughn. Like, this is.
You're like, are you ready, hip hop? Or
yeah. This is the Vince Vaughn that you see, like, in other movies, you know, like fucking old school. Like, I think Vince Vaughn is great as a leading man. I think he's better as the second guy, right?
Oh yeah,
like
for
he's
sure.
almost better as the second guy where he could be fucking wild. You think about him like in movies like Anchorman or like Zoolander and stuff like that, where he's just on the side and he can do his thing. You know, he gets to be a little bit more funnier.
He's good at the assist, right? He building other people up.
Yeah. He's the wing guy. He's the ultimate wing guy.
Yeah.
Now, the way they're dressing, look, did you do any of this gay shit with the chain hanging out of your pocket? Was that you? You look like a chain out of the pocket guy.
No comment. No comment. The chain with the wallet on it. Yeah. This is the scene. Right? We're talking about Goodfellas, right?
Yeah.
The famous scene where they're going into the restaurant. It's like this is a long scene, and it's like one shot, right? There's no cuts.
Yeah. I think it's gonna start right here. Yeah, they cut.
They pull up to this bar, and they're like, oh, there's a line, T. There's a line. And like, oh, let's go to the back. Yeah, it starts here because it just cut earlier.
And they just walk all the way in. It's following this guy again. Now, I remember this style of dressing. I remember a lot of people. Now I remember like a lot of people like that. Hey, wore similar shirts to what Sue is wearing, similar jackets to what Favreau is wearing. I remember people like dressing like this and thinking they were cool, and me thinking that they were pussies. But I had never watched this movie. Look, so if I had saw this movie, maybe I would have. You know, back in the day, I was like, you know how I know these guys are gay? They have chains on their wallets.
No, it was a cool thing. It's kind of maybe not anymore, but
they'd wear
I don't even think I don't think you can wear that to school anymore, right? Freaking chain.
You can't. I don't think you can wear the chain, but you know, a lot of people dress like this, dude, with the fucking Doc Martens and shit like that. I'll be honest, I still have friends that dress like this to this day.
I like how the table said reserved. They just took that shit off. They're like, oh, we're sitting here.
Again, they all go together, right? On the other side, there's room for them to be spread out there, but they all fucking sit real close together.
And this is where we get the swing dance finally.
Right?
They're like, we're gonna go to this place. Big bad voodoo daddy's playing. Like, oh, let's go.
Right? I mean, because the movie's named Swingers, and you keep waiting for it to break out in some kind of fucking orgy these guys are going to. And then it's like, oh, it's called Swingers because of swing music. My bad.
But come on, you wish you could dance like this.
I wish I could move. I wish I could pick up. Nah, that's not me. I'd be tired after the first movie. I mean, after the first song.
Like, oh, okay, I'm done.
I remember having or knowing people that could dance like that and stuff. I remember freaking out on one of my aunts and uncles because they were already old, and they went out on the floor one debut or one wedding, right? You know, the Mexicans get all fucking rowdy and drunk, and they fucking tore it up like that.
You know, maybe it's a nostalgic thing too. When I seen this movie and like this scene, 'cause it reminds me so much. You ever watched Looney Tunes back in the days?
Yeah.
There was I never know which one it was. I think it was like Daffy Duck was in some kind of competition, and he was playing music, right? There's like this swing type of music and the zoot suits, these other animals, I don't know. And I don't know, it just reminds me of that, man.
Well,
I'll try to find it and show you what I'm talking about. But
no. I know what you're talking about. Remember, this would be the only that would be the only time we'd hear music like this, because they're not playing swing music on the radio or anything like that.
Right.
Back in the day, there was no YouTube. We could go to anything like this. So I got to be honest, but the first time I heard like Beethoven or even any music like that was Bugs Bunny.
Yeah.
La 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 la. Shit like that, dude. I didn't. I mean, I wasn't fucking cultured, but you learn about, like, the first time you saw Old Timey Gangsters wasn't on any movie or nothing. It was through Bugs Bunny, right?
Yeah. See. Yeah.
I
mean, that's facts.
Yeah, I didn't know who these old gangsters were or who these old time actors were, but Looney Tunes would do this every once in a while. They do this Hollywood fucking cartoon where it showed like old timey actors, right? And you'd see like George Burns, and it even go all the way up to Dangerfield. You see, no respect.
Yeah, man.
And it wasn't, you didn't see these people regularly, but you saw them on Looney Tunes. It was funny.
When you said about the classical music, I was laughing because I saw a meme the other day. It said, I listen to classical music, and it showed like a picture of Bugs Bunny where she's like, he has like the blonde hair with the Viking helmet.
Yeah, fuck. Or like when he's doing I remember he gets into it with one of those with another fucking opera singer, and they keep going around.
Yeah.
There's guys are so happy that he's fucking hooking up.
I know, they're like, look at him.
Look at our boy. He's money. He's money. You would think fucking Vince Vaughn is fucking pimping him out or some shit. Oh, fuck. But hey, honestly, you need friends like that, man. You need friends.
Yeah, man.
That would have your back. I talk about my friends from high school. We hadn't seen each other in a long time. The last time we were all together was like 10 years ago. But dude, we all got together. We got so fucked up. I bought the first round, and the rounds just kept coming after that. And it was good, man. Like, it was good. We picked up like we had never like fucking left each other or whatever. But there were friends like this that were like fucking that when I was meeting my wife for the first time, they were the ones that were kind of like, look, there goes our boy. He's gonna do it.
They're like, oh, God bless him. Look at him.
Oh, fuck.
But Heather Graham is cool in this movie, man.
Heather Graham. What do you remember her from?
Austin Powers.
That's it?
What else did she come out in?
She's in she was a roller girl on Boogie Nights.
No.
You didn't see Boogie Nights?
I've seen bits and pieces.
Oh,
once I heard about Mark Wahlberg, I'm like, I'm not trying to see no Dirk Diggler.
Bro, Mark Wahlberg's a good actor. People
Yeah,
need to
he
stop
is.
shitting on Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah,
People
he
are
is.
like, "Hey, oh, what? This win is trying to kill us."
I like Mark Wahlberg.
Uh, dude, fucking Boogie Nights is a good movie. Fucking Burt Reynolds is in it. He's all fucking a badass in there. But yeah, she plays a porn actress called Roller Girl, and she's like, they introduced her, dude. She todo, you see everything. So you should probably go back and watch that.
I like what she's like, you want to dance? And it's a slow song, right?
Yeah,
So they're just like doing the high school dance, barely moving. And then they
yeah. And
start
he's like,
playing one
"I
of
agree."
their fast ones. And she's like, come on.
Yeah. Oh yeah, here's the Go Daddy Yo.
Yeah.
I could
And
just see you.
he's thinking about it. He's like, I don't know.
Look, I can't believe you hung around with people like this, guys. If I saw pictures of Luck in high school, he wore a fedora.
Get the fuck out of here.
He wore Stacy Adams with wingtips.
I want to be like them Looney Tunes, man. And the
Oh,
freaking zoot suits. You ever see them people in them zoot suits? You're like, man, them are cool.
but back in the day, it was kind of credited towards Latinos, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
zoot suits, new suits. Like we see an American Me or Zoot Suit, right? That was the name of the movie, right? Zoot Suit.
I don't know. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
But it is a Latino thing.
Yeah. Zoot Suit Riot.
Yeah, man. I wish I could dance like this.
Oh, dude.
But
I've
then the
seen
girl
your
has to
TikTok.
know how to dance like that, though. Right?
I've seen your TikToks. Like, I think you got it. I think you got it. You can do it.
I should find this scene. Put my face on there.
Like, you
When I was
can
a
dance.
swinger. When I was a swinger.
Oh fuck! I can see you're up there in Fort Worth, fucking going to swing bars. Just because it's like, come on, they did it in swingers.
I like how they're looking at him like Vince Vaughn is just like in shock. And
Yeah.
the other guy's like, what the fuck?
Look at our
They can't
our
believe-
boy,
They can't believe it.
our beautiful baby. Oh fuck!
I like how when he looked over at her, he like saw a little bunny, right?
Yeah, he's like, dude, your money. You got to let these girls know your money and you're willing to party.
I like when he tells him, I already told him earlier, but he's like, know you want to be the nice guy, you know, the guy in the PG-13 movie that everybody's really hoping makes it happen. But I need you to be the bad guy. I want you to be the guy that goes after it.
Good
Bad
look,
man, bad
yeah.
man, you're a bad man.
But he's not that guy, right? Like,
No.
like Favreau. I don't know if I've ever seen a movie where he's the bad guy. Like, he's always the fucking good guy in the movie.
Yeah.
Like, even in Four Christmases, where he's the brother.
Yeah, the bully.
Yeah, he's a good guy about it. Like, fucking. But they were talking about, like, in the earlier scene, like, dude, Favreau's fucking jacked in this movie, man. Look at him.
Yeah, he is. This is probably his best looking.
Yeah. Because you remember Rudy, he was a big guy.
Yeah.
And
then he just, after everything after this, he's a big guy.
I would wonder, like, what was first. Was fucking PCU or this?
That's a good question.
Right?
It could have been maybe a couple years in between.
All right,
I want to say PCU was before this. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
That's probably why he brought in that black dude, right?
Do you have a favorite Favreau movie?
You know what movie I like? I like Chef. Have you ever seen that movie?
I've seen bits and pieces of it, but it was a movie, and then he turned it into a series too, right?
Yeah, because like he's not a chef, obviously, right?
Yeah.
There's this cool Asian dude. Man, I forget his name right now. but it's a good friend of Favreau's, and he kind of like coached him on like how to chop and how to do this to make it look real, right? The movie.
Bro, it says he was in Batman Forever.
Batman Forever. Yeah, I think we pointed it out.
Did we?
I think we pointed it out. Go back and listen to our episode. Because I know you like to do that.
Yes. We did point it out. We
did point it out.
Yeah. But yeah. So fucking
She takes the
PCU
club off the car.
PCU was before this.
Yeah.
But PCU was 94.
That was a tough year for movies.
He plays Gutter, and he's like, Gutter, you're wearing the shirt of the band you're going to see. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy.
Here's your scene.
This scene, they say Vince was really fucking drunk.
I don't doubt it. This looks real too, right? Like,
yeah. Dude, I've done this.
They probably just bummed in this diner in the middle of the night.
No, but dude, I mean, it wouldn't be a diner because we're here in San Antonio, but I've gone to Denny's at like 4 or 5 in the morning, or fucking IHOP, fucking drunk off our mind, fucking just eating to sober up before we go home.
No, we used to hit good too. Gyms.
Some onion rings. But dude, like it is funny. He fucking like the other thing about it was I know now that I can't eat this much when I'm drunk, right? So now that we're all fucking old, we're all sensible about it, right? Like, if I eat that, it's gonna be a pain in the ass in the morning. Like,
I'm gonna get heartburn after that.
yeah. Oh fuck. And then when you're drunk like this too, you order just a shitload of fucking food. Like, I can't wait to eat all that shit.
Because everything looks good on the menu. Like, oh man, I'm gonna get some pancakes. I'm gonna get some this. I need some bacon. I like he gives that plate to the guy behind him. You can have it. I'm not gonna eat it anyways.
Oh fuck! He's sitting on the table.
My boy's all grown up and he's grown up.
Dude, again, like when you were saying that the other day, I was like, fucking. He's like, look, kept saying, I'm the asshole. I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. Like, because you were saying it and you were looking at me like expecting me to know, like, yeah, you should know this. And I agree with you. Like, I should have seen this fucking movie a long time ago, man. Like, it's a good fucking movie.
Yeah, it is. It hit different back in the day, but yeah, it's still good.
Yeah. When I try to look into these movies, I try to listen to podcasts about them or like YouTube clips, stuff like this. The number one complaint I had of people from Los Angeles were, this is a good guy. This is a good apartment for a guy that's supposed to be down on his luck, is struggling his God, man. Like, he's got to have money somewhere.
I mean, all we see is this little table and a couch.
Yeah.
I don't know what else is in that apartment.
It's got the kitchen, the refrigerator. But you remember, like, there's at one point, it's like the answering machine is talking to him. Do you remember that part? That was the part that was like, is that for real?
It's the next day, and he's debating, like, should I call her? Should I call her?
Yeah.
And I think that's another thing that doesn't happen anymore, right? We see when they get the numbers, right? They get the numbers, they wrote it down on a piece of paper or napkin, whatever. Now it's just like, oh, what's your IG? What's your
or
what's your Snapchat?
You've seen people where they like give you the phone, here, put your number in my phone.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay. Or shit like that. But it's never usually hey, well, you don't call them. Hey, you're not supposed to text them or message them, or like, oh, they're gonna message you or something like that, right? I mean, I wouldn't know because we didn't. I mean, I don't think we were dating with cell phones, So I wouldn't fucking
No,
know.
no, we
Yeah,
didn't. We didn't.
yeah,
We had to
don't-
be. We had on the house landline
yeah. Like I was making fun.
talking in the middle of the night, and
I was
then
making fun of my son.
your mom answers, picks up the phone, and like, Mom, I'm talking on the phone.
Yeah, I'm on the phone. Well, remember you have to go pick up your medicine for that itch that you have.
Mom.
Oh fuck. Oh, do you remember like there was once upon we were always fucking poor, but like I guess as a middle schooler, I was using the phone so much that my parents got me my own line for a short time, and I had my own line in my room.
Oh,
I
that's
thought
when
I
you.
was.
Oh, you rich.
Oh,
You rich.
I thought
You
I
got
was the
your own phone
coolest
line.
kid. Yeah, I thought I was the coolest kid. Turns out I wasn't. But what was I gonna say? Like nowadays, it's like, well, you can't text a person in a certain amount of time or something like that. But I was making fun of my son because, dude, when they're here and their girlfriend's not with them, they're on FaceTime with them, and they're walking around with their phone in their hand like this because they're on FaceTime with their girlfriend.
Yep.
And so I was just joking, right? I was like, because he was like, yeah, I'm about to go take a shower. I'm like, you take her in there with you when you shower? He's like, it's not like I set it up to watch me or anything. I just put it on the side and she's there on the phone. I'm like, God damn.
That's. I don't understand that, right? The same thing my daughter used to do with her boyfriend.
Mhm.
Like she'd be like going to bed, right? Like going to sleep, and she's on FaceTime with her boyfriend. I'm like,
Yeah.
what y'all doing? You're asleep.
Yeah.
Turn off the phone.
For real. Like, and then he told me, he's like, dude, don't act like you and mom weren't like this, all fucking on each other all the time. I said, no. I said we weren't. Like when we had our phones, right? We had our phone. My wife, when she had her and her sister shared a phone in her room, which her sister used most of the time, so she used a regular phone. And we wouldn't stay on the phone. Like we would when we were first getting together, but once we were together, it was just like, hey, are you coming over? Yeah, I'm on my way. And then she'd just come over to the house. Like I was like, I'm not gonna sit here and be on the phone with you. Like, if you want to come over, come over. Like,
Yeah.
like fuck it.
I like this part at the end, right, where this his ex-girlfriend, he's been crying about the whole fucking
Yeah.
movie, calls, right? And they start chatting up a little bit, but then no, Heather Graham calls Lorraine, and he's like, hold on. Let me get rid of this other call. I want to talk to you. So the girl he was crying about the whole time, he's like, hey, I gotta go.
Yeah. And again, we're all happy for him, right? We're like, yeah, like yeah. Our hero, man. Like finally.
And now he's telling T that, right? And T can't believe him. He's like, so you hung up on her? Like, yep. Like, did you call her back?
Yeah.
Nope, I didn't call her back. He's like, and he said the same thing, right? This girl you've been crying about this whole time, you didn't call her back. He's like, nope.
Nope. Dude, that again, he won. He won.
I like this because he's always about picking up vibes from the women and stuff, and he's like, hold on. This girl, I'm getting some weird, fun baby vibes from them. Like she's playing games. You want to play games? You're naughty, aren't you?
Fucking. He's like, what are you doing, Mike? But he's that guy. You gotta
know
think.
me? You don't know me.
Half of this shit wasn't written or something like that, right?
That girl picks up a baby. He's like, oh shit.
I fucking love it. Uh,
And he's like, "What the fuck?"
he's like, she called her up, right? He's like,
Oh, you didn't call her.
and they just keep fucking talking because it's funny. The movie kind of starts and ends very much same way. Dude,
Yeah.
I honestly look, I couldn't believe I hadn't watched this movie. I'm glad I did. I'm glad I finally did because, again, there's a lot of stuff from this movie that is out, and I mean, maybe not today's vernacular because it's fucking this is old already, but that like catchphrases and stuff that during our time were very popular. You know, you talk
For
about
sure, man.
the Vegas baby Vegas. Uh, I mean, again, one of my favorites was your money and you want to party.
Yeah, you're so money and you don't even know it. I used to
Yeah.
say that a lot. It's like,
Oh,
come on, man,
fucking-
you're so money.
I mean, Vince Vaughn as Trent, dude. I'm telling you.
Yeah, man.
I loved it. I loved it.
It's classic Vince Vaughn for sure. Well, shit,
Well, did you forget how to do this already, bro?
I did.
Oh, I think we got some things to get into.
Do we have to?
Shit, we're coming up on 2 hours already. We at least got to give it a fucking what would we give it for this movie?
Oh, I'm for tacos.
Oh yeah. But
sure.
are we doing tacos? I mean,
What would we do?
I don't know. I didn't see
4
them.
shots.
4 shots. I definitely. I would give it 4 shots.
4 shots of Doers. I don't know if you hear him.
Yeah.
Barbara was ordering. He's like, "Oh, can get a Doers on the rocks." Doers is a Scotch. Do you like Scotch just by itself?
That's usually what you get, though, right? That's grown up drink. I can't say I don't like it, but I've said it myself already. Is that I need to grow up a little bit and start getting big boy drinks sometimes. I'm like, oh, what?
Can I get a pina colada?
Can I get a?
I need a strawberry margarita.
Can I get a Mexican candy? The fucking waiter's like, I know you're gay. But yeah, I went out to eat with like the people from work took me out. They're trying to wine and dine us to get their business, and the dude's ordering an old fashioned, and I'm like, I guess I'll just get a beer. He's like, dude, grow up, get a man's drink.
I mean, if I order a Scotch on the rocks, I mean, it'd take me all night to drink and I'd be sipping on it, right?
Yeah. You'd be sipping on it until it gets watered down enough to you just fucking take it in one gulp.
I've been liking here lately. I guess you call it a Moscow Mule, or there's different versions. It's called a mule.
Yeah.
What
is that a mix of?
It's a vodka, right? Mixed with ginger beer and lime and maybe something else, but they usually serve them in like a little copper cup.
There's a place downtown, or it's on the outskirts of downtown, by the Alamo Dome. It's called the Charity Bar, right? This place sells what it's called like a San Antonio drink or something like that, but it's a cucumber shot, dude. It is so fucking good.
Cucumber.
Yeah. I know.
Is there alcohol in it, or is it just cucumber?
No, motherfucker, there's alcohol in it. It's not gay.
Can I get a cucumber water?
There's that. Okay, I'll say something. I don't know. You shouldn't have to cut it. Fuck it. Leave it in. We go. This other company is trying to get my service, right? Trying to get us to use them for trucking. And he's like, pick out the place. And I was like, hey, there's this place. I really like it. It's kind of pricey, but he's like, don't worry about the price. This guy that I meet up there with, ex-Marine guy that runs a trucking company, full-blooded fucking red state guy, like fucking Republican. I remember I mentioned COVID to him one time, and he's like, "Oh, that was fake." I was like, "Okay, my bad, guy."
Sure.
Yeah,
I know people that died.
yeah. He was one of those guys, denier. He liked Bigfoot, surprisingly. Which
Oh my god.
that's
Now I know you're gay.
Yeah. You like Bigfoot. You're a borderline Republican. And he fucking goes, dude, and he's like, first we go luck, and our waiter or our person that was sitting us down was it was a guy. Those weren't
Okay.
the pronouns that he used.
Okay.
And this guy looks at me like, "Where the fuck did you bring me, Joe? Like, what the fuck is this?" Because our host was wearing a dress. It was a
Okay.
guy. Yeah. So yeah, this guy was like, "Where the fuck did you bring me?" Yeah, it was funny. It was funny. It was just, he's like, "You are never getting to pick the restaurant again."
It's kind of funny. One time, during spring break, we tried to take the kids somewhere. One year we went up to Dallas, and we're looking like, where can we go that we've never been before? And I saw this restaurant. It's called Lucky's. I was like, hey, let's go to this place called Lucky's. And it's like a diner, right? Like a Denny's, IHOP kind of place. It's a cool place, right?
Yeah,
We get
yeah.
in there, they sit us down, and I'm just like looking around, and I see a lot of like rainbow stuff on the walls and stuff, and I'm like, okay. And once they came and took an order and stuff, and I was like, okay. I mean, it's a regular diner, but you can tell it's ran by some gay guys, right? And which is fine. It's not technically a gay place, but I was
Not
like,
that there's anything wrong with that.
no, it was cool. I don't even know why I said that. I mean,
Yeah.
just because you're
You
gay,
shouldn't,
but
you shouldn't even have noticed that, look. You know how I know you're gay, though? You took your family
Shut
to a
up.
gay
Okay.
restaurant.
I gave it 4
Wait,
shots.
Wait. Dallas. Gay bar. Named Lucky's.
It's
I
not
see.
a bar.
No. A gay
It's not a
restaurant.
bar.
Okay, a gay restaurant named
And
Lucky's.
it's not a gay restaurant. It's just gay.
You went up there as Joseph, and you came back as Lucky. It's all coming together, Luck. It's all
I didn't
coming
wanna-
together.
I didn't want to be like, hey, that's my name. I came here to get lucky.
You went into that restaurant one time when you were just a wee lad up in Fort Worth, and
No.
you came out with the name Lucky. You got lucky at Lucky's.
No. All right, let's wrap this up because
All right.
I'm losing it. I'm tired.
He's fading
Uh,
fast.
Well, I've been up all day. I didn't mention it at the beginning, but we moved my daughter into her college room today, so it was a hot day, and yeah, I'm tired. So 4 shots for me.
Definitely. I might go 3.5. Just because 3.5. It's not all the way for me. I didn't dig the swing part of it.
But we saw our boy start off as a pussy, and then at the end he was all grossed up.
Yeah, he's all grossed up. And I'm the asshole here. I'm the asshole.
Would you ever want to see a sequel? Or are we past that already?
I honestly think we're past that. A lot of these Miramax things, they have that wine stank on them. So you'll see a lot of these Miramax things. I mean, Clerks is kind of a different story, but a lot of these indie movies from this day, you don't see nothing else from them. You think about the movies that we talked about earlier, Empire Records, stuff like that. We didn't see anything else come out of them. I think these movies are tied down legally. Now, would I like to see these guys now? I don't know, because it wouldn't be the same.
It'd be like old school or something.
No, it'd be like Grown Ups or something like that.
Oh yeah,
Right? Like where they
Yeah, it
have a
would.
family
It
now.
would.
Oh, yeah.
it would. Them telling
I
their
don't-
kids,
Yeah.
telling their kids, "Hey, you're still money."
Yeah. Your money, baby, your money. And then now, Favreau's kid's the one that's putting everything together. Your money, baby, your money. But yeah,
yeah.
I don't know if we ever see
Yeah,
anything
yeah.
like that.
Oh, that would be good, right? Like
Yeah.
Favreau's kid is like the T,
Yeah.
and then
And
T's
Trent's
kid is all the simp.
the pussy,
Yeah.
right? Fuck. But yeah, it would end up being something like that. You think about old school. Old school is very, very much like what it would be. But nah, I think something like Grown Ups, where they're together still in LA, still trying to make it. Maybe maybe one of them had a sitcom and got popular, something like that. But yeah, I could see them trying
Homeboy
to do something, but no.
and Homeboy graduated to play Mickey Mouse.
He got all the way from fucking Pluto to Mickey Mouse. One of the things that I thought, was good about it was like how they did the LA scene, and like they go to that one party, and most of the people there are industry people, like different people and stuff like that. There was a lot of industry talk. You talked about the movie talk. To me, what came out of this movie, or something that I noticed out of this movie that's in other movies, because even Favreau has come out, and that was Entourage. Like it was very much. If this movie had a sequel, it would be something like Entourage.
How many seasons of Entourage are there? Do you know?
7 or 8, bro,
Damn, that's a lot.
including a movie.
You know what I kind of want to do? I want to take like a series and go episode by episode.
A series rewatch.
Yeah, but it can't be
Ooh.
something that has like tons of seasons, man. 'cause we'll go on for years.
Oh, okay, but you don't like some series that I like.
And
Honestly, it should be something like Curb, but Curb is long. Or Seinfeld. Seinfeld is long.
Seinfeld.
Or it could be something that
Seinfeld is not funny. I'm gonna go on the record. Seinfeld is not funny.
Okay, it's in the 90s. You were two people. You were two people. You were a Friends guy or you were a Seinfeld guy.
You know what's so crazy though, right?
Seinfeld people did not like Friends.
When you look back at Seinfeld, when they were doing that show, I mean, George Costanza, right? What's his name?
Yeah. Can't stand Jason. Fuck, I can't think of the name now. Jason, though. I know it's Jason.
That dude, right?
Yeah.
He was in like his early 30s.
And he was like completely bald.
Yes. Is
He's
that crazy?
He's one of those people that looked old while he was, when he was young. There's this wrestler we talk about. His name's Arn Anderson. Like this dude is eternally 62, and he just turned 62 now.
Like when they talk about, I've been seeing a lot of this now. Maybe because I'm old. I'm an old man TikTok now. I don't know. I'm on the old man algorithm.
But is it him?
No. I'm talking about. I've been seeing all these videos. Like, you ever see the movie Cocoon?
Oh yes.
Okay, it's about some old man.
Yeah,
Going
like,
right back to
Wilford Brimley was the same age that like one of these fucking
I'm older
Marvel
than him.
actors.
I'm older than him right now.
Oh shit!
I think
you
they said he was
no, dude,
in mid
no.
40s. He was
He was in his
50s.
50s,
No,
50s. Are you in
mid
40s?
40s. Yes.
Fuck.
And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm that old.
But bro, okay, you be honest, look, be honest. I don't feel that old, right? Like I
No.
still feel young. Like I mean, don't get me wrong. There's sometimes when I'm getting up in the morning, I'm like, yeah, I'm right
I
there.
think it's just our generation, right?
Yeah.
And I remember thinking about this when we were young, right? Old people are like do old people shit, right? Like I don't even know how to describe old people back in the days. They're old, right?
But then, yeah, that was the
But
thing.
like
Like,
our generation though, we're old and when we're if I'm lucky enough to make it to like my 80s and 90s, I'm still gonna be playing video games and stuff.
yeah.
You know what I mean? You know
No,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. And that was the thing, right? Like, again, you think about when we were kids, right? Our tios and tias, we thought they were old, but technically, like they were in their 30s, like
Yeah.
younger than we are now,
Yeah.
right? And now they're in their 60s, and like you still see them kind of the same way, even though they're older now. Like they're still that tia or tio to, you know what I mean? Like we're
Yeah,
in our
yeah.
40s now. Like it's crazy. Yeah, I know what you mean. But there's always been like certain character actors that, dude, this guy was just an old man, like from his 20s. Like he just looked fucking old. Like Steve Martin. Think about Steve Martin. I
Steve
thought,
Martin looks old forever.
yeah, I thought he was 60 like when we were kids. And
Yeah.
he's still 60, I guess. I don't know.
Hey, speaking of Steve Martin, I don't know why I just thought of this. Have you watched Only Murders in the Building?
No, that's a show, right? That's a new show he's on.
It has Steve Martin, Martin Short, and Selena Gomez.
There's something that
It's good. It's good.
there's something that bothers me about that fucking age gap between all three of them, that I'm just like,
It works. It
it's
works.
icky to me.
It works.
I
Martin
don't know.
Martin Short though is still weird, but it
May-
works.
Oh, good. Maybe this is the series we fucking watch. Or
Maybe I think there's only 2 or 3 seasons.
yeah.
Maybe.
We got to do something like this. I agree. But I think it's one of these things that maybe we do a week on, week off, where
Oh,
we
yeah.
do that show one week, and then the next week we do a movie, and then the show movie,
But
something like that.
before we go, I just want to say I think we should just talk about the movie. I know this wasn't even a long movie in it. I was struggling, man.
Well, it's because it's late. You had a long day, but you're saying talk
I
more
think
about swingers.
I think we flow better just talking instead of watching because I
Oh
still
yeah,
find myself
we
where I'm waiting for a scene to
yeah,
build up and talk about it.
and then we get on rants and we kind of skip a scene in the movie.
Yeah. But we'll talk about it.
No, I'm good. I'm good with that too. But again, love this movie, man.
What didn't you like about it?
Again, the swing music, I was never a big fan. I think
You didn't like the chain wallets.
I didn't like that the movie was called Swingers, right? Because it has that other connotation. And I think that's what took away from the movie, or was the reason why I was like,
You didn't
yeah,
understand it.
it's not a movie I need to see.
What? Okay, let's play this. If you could rename this movie, what would you call it?
Ooh, I don't know. I would try to get something where it talked about the friends, their friendship, or their group. Fuck, Entourage would be a good rename for the movie, right?
It
If
would.
Entourage wasn't
It
there,
would.
but at the time, you know what I mean? Because that's basically what they are. They're this entourage of friends. Although none of them is a big time star, so I mean, like something about acting, like or something like that, or like industry. Fucking, I'd call it industry babies.
How about
And let's
this?
go.
How about it? Hollywood Money.
That is real 80s of you.
Or
That's an
beautiful,
80s movie theme. Nick.
beautiful babies.
Beautiful babies. I could have done with more Vince Vaughn. Like I could have heard a little bit more of his rants, stuff like that. I don't think the Sue actor was that great, but I thought everyone was pretty good in their roles. It's good to see a young Heather Graham in there. Again, I really enjoyed it, man. Like, I wish I would have saw this in the 90s when it came out, or like when I was younger in my 20s or something like that, because it's something that I could have gotten into. I should have been into. I should have seen this movie a long time ago. But I did like it, man. I did like it. I'm glad you got me to watch it.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Yeah.
For all those people that say that I always force you to watch movies that I like.
No, but I like that too, man.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for you, I don't think I would have ever seen Killer Clowns.
Oh, see, and that would have been something that's horrible. That would have been a travesty.
It would have. It would have. So yeah, Swingers, great movie, brings back a lot of memories from my single days. It's awesome. I don't know what else to say.
No, dude, it's again, if you're I would say a fan of pop culture or anything like that, anything current things like that, like this was a landmark movie, right? From the 90s. It was an indie movie, which again, they were so popular in the 90s. This is, there's a lot of things that spawn from this movie. Catchphrases, scenes, probably movie scenes, the same way that they pay homage to movie scenes in this movie. I'm sure some people have paid homage to them.
You know what I like too is like this is obviously they did Rudy together, but this is obviously Friends movie, right?
Yeah.
And they've done multiple movies, Vince Vaughn and Jon Favreau, right?
Yes.
There's a movie called Made
for Christmases. I was gonna bring up Made as being a sequel to this.
Couples Retreat.
I forgot about that one, but that one's a good one too.
It's like you get that kind of family feeling, if you will, kind of like Adam Sandler does with his friends, right?
Yeah.
He just has more friends to put in his movies, and he has his own production company. But
yeah, and Favreau. One can argue from this movie, Favreau's the most successful coming out of that.
Oh, for sure,
right?
For sure.
You think about, he's in the Marvel universe as an actor and director. In the Star Wars universe, actor and director. Making some of the biggest movies around now. We talked about Deadpool. He was in that. All three of the Spider-Verse movies, the Spider-Mans, he's in those. He does a lot as the side guy as well. You know what I mean? Not so much the main character, but that friend or something.
Yep. You gonna take us out, or you got anything else?
No, bro. I'm good.
Next episode.
Wait. Whoa, we got to talk about next episode before we go.
Okay. What are we doing?
I told you already.
Oh yes. Okay, we'll keep it a surprise.
You want to?
Yeah.
All right. Do you have anything for it? Dun 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 dun.
I'll get some music.
We might have to cut out one controversial scene. But we're not gonna watch the
Yeah.
movie, right? We're gonna watch the movie and
Okay.
then we'll talk about it.
I was gonna say that. So if we're not gonna watch the movie, which was my idea.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about both movies then?
Yeah, I'm down for 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Again, like I said, I'll take my notes that where I go through it, so I'm good. We can do that. Let's do that.
I like 1, but I've watched 2 more, I think.
2 is actually like my wife likes 1, but 2 she loves.
Yeah.
Oh, my babies! Thank you, Lord Jesus, for my beautiful babies. I said beautiful babies in that one too. Fucking. We're gonna do Chuck's favorite movie or the movie they made fun of Chuck with. Nerds.
All right.
All right, man.
We'll just say it. Revenge of the Nerds. Revenge of the Nerds.
Yeah. No. I thought it was still a secret. Yeah.
That's right. You just said
Go
it.
ahead and type. I said nerds. That could have been any movie. Everyone calls Chuck a nerd. Go outside, nerd. Touch some grass. All right. Bro, 2 weeks in a row. It's good to be back.
If we did it,
Good.
I'm a little rusty, but we'll get into it.
Like Miklo said, it's good to be home.
That's the best thing I had in 9 months. Or
9 years,
weeks.
Vato loco. 9 months. I don't know. All right. We're up past our bedtime, obviously.
Have you seen on that? Have you seen? If not, I'll send it to you. There was a video. It showed like an asteroid hitting the Earth, and it's like, "What are your last moments or last words?" And it's like, "Vatos locos forever."
No.
I'll send it to you. All right.
All right.
Get out of here. This is Now Watch This. I'm Lucky the Dork Dad.
All right.
And this is Little Joe.
Yes. Keep watching and keep listening.
All right.
Crazy. This is crazy. Hey, life's a risk, carnal. Tell me something, my friend. You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?
I do a great impression of a hot dog.
Billy likes to drink soda.
So am I to understand that you men completed your training on your own?
That's the fact, Jack.
Come on, seriously, who is that?
I only came here to do 2 things, man. Kick some ass and drink some beer. It's like we're almost out of beer.
Da, 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 da.